All right, a seller's disclosure in Texas when you're listing a house for sale. Do you have to fill one out? Is it mandatory? And the short answer, and most likely it will be yes. If you've been living in your single family home for quite some time, yes, you need to disclose what it is you know about that house. But why is that? Well, think about it. If somebody wants to buy a house and they can spend a lot of money and they can get a loan, they want to know what they're buying. All right. It's not going to keep you from selling a house or keep them from buying a house, but they want to make sure that they can make adjustments for that price. In other words, if you have a house that's got $20,000 worth of repairs that needs to it, and if you disclose that and you adjust your price accordingly, well, then you're theoretically still getting the house for market value. Right? But if you don't disclose what needs to be repaired, and you know it needs about 20,000 repairs, and you list it at market value, that could be considered fraudulent if the buyer doesn't know what they're getting into. Yes, it's their responsibility to get that home inspection and check everything out, but it's also your responsibility to disclose everything about that house that you know. So both parties have due diligence to do on that transaction. All right. Now we're going to go over this form here real quick. That's provided by Texas Association of Realtors, and there's another one that's also provided by Texas Real Estate Commission. Both are acceptable, or anything very similar to that. But make sure you check with your real estate professional and make sure you fill one out all the way and make sure that the party receives it. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the seller's disclosure from the Texas Association of Realtors. The other one is from the TREC, Texas Real Estate Commission. They are both very similar. Either one is good. Most commonly used, or most real estate agents use, is this one here because it ties into their forms from zip forms. Anyway, so one more time. If you look here, it says Section 5.00A, Property Code requires the seller of residential property of not more than one dwelling unit to deliver a seller's disclosure notice to a buyer on or before the effective date of the contract. This form complies with and contains additional disclosures which exceed the minimum disclosure required by the code. All right, the property address will be here. Seller is or is not occupying the property. There's going to be some times when you may buy a property from an investor that's never lived in the property. It's going to say is not occupying, and they might say never right here, or never occupied right here. But if they have and they turn it in rental, then it'll be date right here, approximate date anyway. All right. So it has some different sections. The first section is section 1. The property has the items marked below. If you have knowledge, then go ahead and fill it out. Yes, no, or unknown. Right. Keep in mind this is not establish the items to be conveyed at the sale. So in other words, if you have an outdoor grill, you want to say yes, but you want to keep it, you still say yes, and then put it in this exclusions of the outdoor grill will be taken away. It will not convey at the sale. All right. So you go down here and you get the all this other information as well. Central AC, electric, gas, or number of units. All right. So it gives you some information to fill out on these units or these item descriptions right here. Again, just like the listing agreement, you have places for initials for the seller here and for the buyer here. The buyer will be having to initial this before carrying on. All right. So right here, city water provide or water supplied by. Fill all this information out. Now you're going to have some people that might say unknown, and you can say, how can you not know where the water is? Well, I'm a prime example of that. We've bought properties sight unseen in different areas and don't know anything about that property, but I still fill one of these out. So I'm pretty much put unknown for everything. All right, but that's because I don't know. If I do know, then I will put no. All right. So here are you seller aware of any items listed in section 1 that are not in work condition. So anything up here that's not working properly, if the air conditioning unit's not working right, put it down here. Just disclose it. All right, let them figure all that out. I forgot to say right here, roof type, age, just the best information you can put here. Some will have, if you don't know, and if you only lived in the property for 5 years and it's asked for age, you can easily put just 5+. All right, that means it's older than what you know. But if you do know, then make sure you put it there. The roof type is usually composition in Texas. Overlay roof covering, that means that they didn't remove the shingles before they put the next layer on there. Are you aware, again, are you aware of any items section 1 out of work condition or have defects or in need of repair? make sure you put that information here, and if you need additional sheets, go ahead and fill that out. Section 2, are you aware of any defects in the malfunction and the following? See, these are different areas here. Basement ceilings. So you just put yes or no. Most of the time it's going to be no, but if there is something, say you know some foundation work needs to be done, put yes. Look, if you have a foundation issues and you got a quote, well, all you got to do is put yes, and down here in the yes expression goes, and right here where it says answer yes, go ahead and put yes, foundation company came out and did quote or did I put yes, and then foundation company came out here, assessed it, and quote is attached. See, that's all you got to do. All right, but if you fixed it, that goes in a different section right here. So just go down there, answer these questions yes or no. All right. Okay, right here is where I was talking about the previous foundation repairs. Here in Texas, it's not uncommon for these two to be checked. Previous foundation repairs, yes. Previous roof repairs, yes, because we're here in Dallas-Fort Worth, we got a lot of hail. Roofs are being replaced all the time. There's nothing wrong with just putting yes. Come down here in the section where it says explain. I had a hailstorm, insurance covered roof, and it was replaced at whatever date it was, all right? No big deal. Previous foundation repairs. Okay, so if you had a previous foundation that's got a lifetime warranty, put that in here and say lifetime warranty attached. If you do have a lifetime warranty. If it was just repaired, you don't have, just make sure it's repaired and include it in here, right? Just disclose everything. All right, are you seller aware of any item, equipment, or system or on the property that is in need of repair, which has not been previously disclosed in this notice? Yes or no? So if you know that something needs to be repaired but hasn't been mentioned, make sure you put that here. All right, so are you seller aware of any following? If you are, mark yes. If you are, mark no if you are not. So just go around here and read these. Some have information, if applicable, to fill out. Make sure you fill that out if you have that information. And then initial again at the bottom of each page. All right. Again, here's going to say if you answer yes to anything in section 5, fill this out and more additional information. Okay, here if you have any, these are inspection reports from persons who regularly provide inspections and are either licensed as inspectors or otherwise permitted by law to perform inspections. Yes or no? If you do, put that here. For an example, if I have an engineer's report on a foundation, I'll put it right here, the date, type, and name of inspector, 9 pages. Just put it in there. And make sure you attach a copy of this. All right. Check any tax exemptions which you seller currently claim for property. This is why this is important. You may be homesteading and you may be disabled and you may not even be paying taxes. So if they look on the county records and say, wow, you're only paying like $500 a year on property taxes, but if you have this checked out, well, that's why, because a lot of times you'll be frozen from paying taxes at a certain time and it won't go up. So your property taxes may be misleading if you base it on what they're paying or the current county taxes are being collected for that property, all right? So check it out right here. Section 9, have you ever filed a claim for damage to the property with the insurance provider? Yes or no? This is no big deal, just put yes or no. All right, section 10, have you ever received proceeds from a claim for damage to the property and not use it? That goes right up here. If you claimed the property with insurance and you didn't use it, then put it down here. If no, explain. Well, decide to sell a property. We're not keeping it, or whatever. Okay, now this section 11, smoke detectors. Some people don't know what chapter 766 of the Health and Safety Code is. No, unknown, no, or yes. And just put a little explanation there, right? Signature, a seller, and printed name. Don't forget to print your name. Now, seller here, this will be pre-filled out and it'll be kept in the documents for sending to any potential buyers. The buyers will have to read through everything and they'll have to initial it, acknowledging that they've read everything, all right? So they can't, if they initial it and they read it and initial it, they can't come back and says, well, you didn't tell me about that. Well, it was in the seller's disclosure. Well, you didn't tell me. Well, it's in the seller's disclosure. It was disclosed, all right? So just make sure that you get a copy of that as well, initial from the potential buyer. And here, the current utilities, everybody's going to be changing this according to who they want to pay. There's only the water and the sewer is going to be remaining with the city. But anyway, you'll get that information as well from the seller. All right, I hope this helps you out. Just remember, disclose, disclose, disclose. Don't get yourself in trouble. The more information you put on there, they can't come back on you as long as you disclose it. All right. Here was a TREC form. It's pretty much the same thing. Anyway, I hope this helps. Make sure you fill this out along with your agent. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me a message, and I'll do whatever I can to help you out. All right. Take care, and God bless. All right, my name is Gerald Enriquez, and I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Texas. And I hope you got some value out of that video tutorial. If you have any questions and/or concerns, by all means, feel free to contact me. On my information should be here on this page or on my About page. Send me your questions, and I'll try to cover it in another video. That way, if somebody else has that same questions, they can benefit as well. Also, take a look around this YouTube channel. You might already see some questions that already are answered. Whether you decide to use me or not, you should be able to benefit from this. You or anybody else that's planning on buying or selling a house. All right, take care and God bless.